There we go. Okay, now we're recording. Let me just do one more announcement. Um, um, okay, so we got about like 26 people here. People are starting to join in.
Yeah, we can go ahead and kick this off.
Okay, so how's everyone doing tonight? Seems like we got a decent amount of people in here for right now, and for whoever's missing it, it'll be recorded, and we'll be able to post this on YouTube later and show you guys what we've been talking about and what we've been trying to do. So, the main point of this AMA is to talk about the future of this project. The future, I mean, sorry. And behind the scenes, the team and I, we've been working our asses off. We've been talking to people left and right. We've been trying to figure out the best way about going, doing everything. And we have a lot of things that we want to announce to you guys today. So, as you all could tell, we did a collaboration with Secret Society of Wales, and that was not the only one that we've been working on. So we figured that this is the best way to go about doing collaborations because it shows that it's not just a simple Twitter, Discord type of thing. We're trying to bring all these communities together. So we figured that's a really good way to approach it. And a lot of people that we've spoken to feel the same way. So in this AMA, we will be able to announce another one and details of another collaboration that we've been working on as well. So pretty much what we want everyone to do is if you have any questions, if you want to communicate with us, make sure you're putting all your questions in Ranger Lounge. So that way we're able to just answer everything. And this is just more of like, you know what? It's been some time since we've all spoken to each other. Whatever you guys want to ask us, feel free to. And yeah, that's what we're here for. We'll be able to give a little bit more information shortly. We're actually going to be announcing one of the collaborations in 25 minutes. So before we do that, I just want to see if anyone else has any questions. I love you too, Snakes. Yeah, I love you too. Yeah, we that was a good one. We like their community. There's another one that we're working on. It's a little bit smaller, but it in terms of artwork and everything, it to me was a great fit. Let's see. Hold on a sec. And also, it's been a while since we've heard Chris talk, so I'm sure he's wanting some things to say. So, Chris, after you, go ahead.
Yeah, well, first off, thank you everyone for joining me in here tonight. It's been fun the last couple weeks. Feel like the momentum's picking up, the excitement is there, good high energy. There's been some great activity. Love to see all of it right now. Just building blocks, right? You know, a couple months ago now, or a month and a half ago, there's a little bit of a barrier or roadblock, you know, and since then we've continued to just kind of bounce back and really kind of focus on the project in its entirety, but more importantly, not forget about the community, which is obviously the number one priority. And in doing so, you know, a lot of things have been going on behind the scenes. And the main focus has been the last few weeks is execution, making sure that we have everything put in order for us to succeed and making sure that we're doing everything that we need to do to finally get us over this hump and, you know, kind of really get us recognized and create that awareness as far as a brand. So the collaborations is a step, the giveaways is a step. You know, the one that's coming up here shortly, it's kind of nice because so far they've had some great success. We're also going to be doing one with Tools of Rock and Gods of Rock, hopefully, here shortly. That obviously you guys know JJ Lane, a friend of mine. He's the founder of them. And so thinking of a nice, unique, creative way with them. Banana Society reached out to me like 2 days ago, 3 days ago, Richard Vonner, to go ahead and do one as well. So I'm trying to figure out how we can do with that. I know they just did one with like crypto dads and some other projects with like a poker tournament, which is pretty unique and innovative and interactive, which I think is pretty cool. And there's obviously a lot of apes that got into that project. So anything to get apes' eyes on us is a priority for me because I look at them as like the standard and trying to allow us to be, on that road to that level. I think that's what every project kind of wants to envision is generating that type of success or somewhere close to that. So for me, that's kind of what I've been focusing on. The artwork is absolutely fantastic for V2. Nancy is just killing it. And it's just, I think this artwork compared to the Genesis is not only next level, but it's kind of showing you what's to come with the next stages after this. And I'm hoping that the V2 becomes very attractive to the public eye, which I think it will be. There's some cool marketing things that we're going to be doing. I announced earlier that we have this trailer that's coming out this weekend. It's kind of like the Divine Anarchy, just kind of hyping it up, beginning that momentum, because as you know, in the next couple weeks, we have the V2 launch, we have the honorary mint, and then we have the public mint. So high activity, high social media engagement, teases, and just hype is going to be the standard. Because I mean, as far as everything else is pretty much set in stone as far as execution on the back end. The second time around is a lot more easier as far as knowing what to do, how to execute, how to present it. And now it's just, okay, now we need to touch the masses. So the social media is starting to get a lot better with engagement, activity, but also just awareness and following. The analytics are showing that. And my first goal is to get to 10K followers, obviously. And I'm really hoping, based on everything that I kind of have implemented, will provide us a successful V2 launch, not only with the honorary, but the public as well. And that's going to be great because, as you know, there's a percentage of those launch sales that go to the DAO for purchases. And it would be nice to get a mutant ape. It would be nice to get a cool cat. It would be nice to get a gutter cat. Some of these collections that I kind of look up to and that kind of have been following. And, the more that we can add to this DAO early on, it would only benefit people who hold the Coin of Destiny, which is going to be that next phase. Once we are finished with V2, shortly thereafterwards, we'll have the deployment of the Coin of Destiny, which, as you guys know, is something that a lot of people are waiting for and anticipating, but it's going to be awesome to kind of have that as a form of utility that's also tied with the fractionalization. And that's where it goes into the thought of the token, which, as you know, just as long as it's legal, the way that it's presented and the way that it's used is a great way to really help the brand and really grow as a brand. And there's been the last couple weeks of talks with people about a video game, right? How can we do it? How much does it cost? How well of a video game can you create with this amount of capital, with these types of people behind you? And my vision, based on seeing the V2 art, is I'm creating this storyline of the good versus bad. And it would be really awesome to have a Mortal Kombat fighting style, type thing where you can fight your villain against someone else's villain or your Genesis against someone else's Genesis and so on and so forth. But with that, obviously, in this video game, you're able to accumulate tokens, right? And those tokens are able to go towards, part of things that we're going to provide, like the merch store or like, future projects or other miscellaneous things. So these things all do take time, but there are a lot of things that are being discussed behind closed doors that are coming now more to the forefront. And as each day goes by, I'm able to kind of just say what I need to say and present it to you guys as much as I can, because, each day that goes by, the more I get from legal team, the more I get from people that I'm speaking with and networking. And in a couple weeks, I'll be heading to Art Basel. For those of you that don't know, it's in Miami. This is going to be kind of the the junior event for NFTs based on NFT New York City, and got a lot of great meetings set up. Got a lot of things happening that I think are going to be beneficial for the brand. We're not going anywhere. I think we've only worked twice as hard since this has kind of launched as far as the Genesis collection. So that's where my mindset is. That's kind of where I've been at. And I've been doing more and more giveaways lately because I'm trying to let you guys know that we're here. And more importantly, that you guys are a priority. We need you more than ever, especially in these upcoming weeks. So just know that, if you're there for me and you're there for this team, I'm going to be there for you no matter what. So just know that. Other than that, I think for now, I think that's it. I think we should go ahead and just tell them, but coming up here, Ether Girls or Ether Gals, excuse me, that's who we're going to be this next collaboration. Nancy created a sick one-of-one Ether Gal, and they're going to be tweeting that out. They're going to be doing a Discord raid to do the collab, and it's a very sick Ether Gal. Actually, I'm not going to lie. Some of the traits that she has, we will be implementing this as far as V3 because she looks more of a woman by a long shot. So it's gonna be pretty sick to see the V3 because it's gonna be half male, half female in this dual-headed complexity. And so it's gonna be like fire and ice type thing, which I'm pretty excited for. So that is the next one, and it will be happening here shortly per Zezus. And he's the one who kind of set that up. Jim, a.k.a. Nick, who's his real name. Nick got us the original one with the whales, Secret Society of Whales, so that was awesome. So, and then now coming up, we have two that are kind of on the brink of finally being pushed through and getting the okay. And then also the Tools of Rock, Gods of Rock, that's another one as well. So yeah, making moves, ready to pound the pavement these next couple weeks. I'm telling you, we're like this close. We're so close. And it's really going to take all of us together. It's not just a one-man team. We got a great group of mods, Nacho and Glockness and Ali. They're great. Love them. I'm thankful for them, and I'm thankful for all of you guys. So, all of us, we work together. Nick and Zehan, they've been great, just pounding the pavement, working nonstop, helping you guys out. It's been a great team effort, and this is why I take care of them. This is why I take care of you guys, because without all of us together, we wouldn't be even at this spot right now. It's also been refreshing to see kind of the holders are still here. The floor price, we could talk about it, but, it's not really anything. We kind of held strong during a bearish market for a few weeks, which was nice to see. But, we're all waiting for V2. And I think that's kind of the storyline here. So if there's anyone new that comes in and they, snipe a couple Genesis, great. We have that competition going on. And that's just like this last minute thing for anyone new that comes in or anyone that wants to, just snag a couple more so they can get a couple free V2s. I think there's going to be 10 one-of-one V2s, if I'm not mistaken. And we're also going to throw in Mr. Miami Vice because the Mr. Bitcoin Miami Vice didn't make the Genesis collection. I did not realize this for a couple weeks. And then I realized that he was nowhere to be found. So he will be in there. Someone will be getting that. And Mr. Miami is back. So, for sure, he's definitely sick. Other than that, I will go ahead and answer any questions you have real quick. If you want to put them in the Ranger Lounge while I'm here. And then, after that, we can give the floor over to Zehan and Nick. But if you have any questions real quick, just go ahead and shoot. And, we'll go ahead and answer them. But other than that, guys, that's pretty much it as far as right now. I hope that covers a majority of things. Snake said, I said this earlier, but are there any company collabs? Yeah, so right now, the main focus because of V2, we've just been kind of making sure everything's good and set in stone. Once V2 is out and once Coin of Destiny is deployed, that one aspect of Ranger rewards will start coming more to the forefront. and start working on more and more as well. So those collabs, there are a couple, but I feel like I don't want to throw too many things all out at once. Like I want to have the solidification of V2. I want to have this new group in, and then that way we can wean them in, and like everyone then after that can like start moving forward. So there's other new aspects of Ranger rewards, and I think Zehan has kind of touched on that just a little bit, but that is still obviously part of the game plan and kind of what we're doing. So I wouldn't worry about that. The DAO is great. I think we have like 6 or 7 NFTs in there right now. And then I want to get a couple more before the next week or so. So after that, we'll be at like 10. And then once the launch happens, I want to be at 20. So once V2 launch happens and then we're done, I want to be at 20. And then I want to have a mutant ape. I want to have a cool cat. I want to have a gutter cat. And then there's like a couple, like a doodle. And then there's like a couple more. I forget which ones. I have the list down. But there will be 20 NFTs at that point in the DAO. And then once we have established kind of V2 and all the new people that have come in, then Zehan, that's working on a fractionalization process that'll work with the token. That is like the next initiative as Nancy's doing V3. So after, I would say, Nancy's going to be done here probably within the next, I don't know, 4 or 5 days, maybe week total with everything for V2. And then boom, she takes a week vacation and then she's back to the drawing board with V3, which she already has some mock-ups done for V3. So, we're kind of fine. A female ranger is still important. Yeah, absolutely. So the female ranger is going to be simple. So you own a female ranger. She acts as a ticket to V3 in the mega. So she is just as important. And here's the thing is, so the thing is with the female in V1, you're going to see the V1 and the Genesis V1 kind of come together in V3. So there will be certain traits that will change, but in a more twisted manner, that'll combine a male and female together. And there'll be like a dual-headed type creature or villain per se, where it's going to be good and bad. So you have the V1, which is the good guys, kind of, the V2, which is the bad guys, and then you have V3, which is good and bad. So they come together, but they come together in a very sick, twisted way, which is half and half. So it's going to be very, very awesome to see the unity and like the synergy between the two and kind of how it comes up into looking like an NFT. So pretty exciting. It's going to be super dope. But yeah, I mean, the female ranger has been important since the beginning, and she will continue to play an important role over these next 2 stages as well. And then other than that, I'm looking at anything else, seeing if anyone else has a question. Continue to female ranger to mint V3. Does that mean there will only be? Yeah. So V3, you guys, this is where it gets super cool and exclusive, is that, V3 is not going to be a very large collection. It's going to be more of a tight knit type thing. So exclusivity, is going to be a huge thing when it comes to V3. So it'll be ultra exclusive. And the reasoning behind that is, one, I'm not a big fan of dilution. We don't need to run another 10,000 project. It doesn't make any sense. And as more eyes come onto V2, it's only going to make things more valuable in essence for the Genesis and then the V3 and then the Mega. So you have to understand kind of my thought process when it comes to supply and demand. I wanted to create, once everything that took place, having a limited boutique collection was more my speed because it makes everything a lot more special, exclusive, rare, and valuable. And that's why if you're in it right now, that's great because you'll benefit long term from it, especially as the masses come. And it's going to happen. I mean, the art is by far some of the best art I've been out there. And I'm not being biased at all. And this is not anything against any other project, but the art is fucking great and it's hand drawn from scratch. And looking at a lot of other projects, I look at things and I monitor a lot of things. I monitor the ups and the downs. I monitor the progression over the last few months. I monitor their price points of where they were, where they're at. There are a lot of things that we've dodged as far as a group, essentially, from where we started to where we are now. And furthermore, what's coming up is if you've stayed and you've kind of been committed, you're going to benefit, because the way that we're pushing this and the way that we're presenting it is, this is going to be that Louis Vuitton, that Gucci, that Prada type NFT project. And, if you're going to want to be a part of it, you're going to have to spend money. I mean, that's what it's going to come down to. And hopefully everyone who's, been on board from the beginning and those who are committed, if people want to be a part of this, they're going to have to spend money. And hopefully people who are a part of this and that are owners and holders right now, they, understand that and they abide by that, because, this isn't cheap, not at all. So that's kind of the vision. That's kind of where we're at. Are there any plans to have the profile picture become 3D? Yeah, metaverse is huge. Metaverse is huge in two ways. One, the video game is something I really, really am really trying to understand and figure out 100%. And then obviously, like, the 3D aspect is totally dope. And I've already been working with someone rendering 3D images, and now we have this I'm curious to see. I haven't seen the final product, but I'm curious to see this animated cinematic hype video that's going to be launching here in the next couple days with voices and everything. It's pretty fucking awesome. So I haven't seen the final product. I'm waiting for it, but it's going to be dope, and hopefully it can create a lot of pretty good hype. But yeah, I mean, I'm excited. This is just the beginning. I mean, we're only like a month and a half in since launch. Essentially, we launched October 1st. It's November 17th. So yeah, I'm ready. And I'm thankful for all of you guys. Pretty awesome. And that's pretty much it, guys. I think I don't want to drag this on too much, but if Nick and Zahan want to say something, that's great. And if you have anything else, I'll answer it while I'm here. But other than that, if you guys want to go ahead and take the floor for a second, and then, we'll definitely go ahead and get out of here.
Yeah, and touching up on one last thing we talked about last time, in addition to the collaborations and partnering with other groups, Z worked really hard on this, and Glock actually worked real hard on this as well. But over the past few days, unfortunately, I haven't been too involved in the talks, but these guys were able to put something together with the Beard Bears. And Z, if you want to drop something, like just maybe like the little Discord link or something, just so they can go check it out. But it's going to be
I'll do even better.
Oh, well, all right. He's going to do it even
I'll
better.
put the white paper. I'll put the white paper for them to read it. And then
Beautiful.
after we can and then we can add the Discord link.
All right, sweet. So they've been working on this partnership, and it's a smaller community right now. It just came into existence, basically. But we are touching on the points that we talked on last time. This is one of those kind of projects that, not every collaboration is going to be with, a giant name brand project. These are some more projects that we want to get involved with. So the Beard Bears, we figured it was a natural fit because, I mean, look at how many degenerates that we have in our community. Everyone's willing to just gamble everything they got in the casino and go all in every time. So this is by and large a sports betting community project. And not only is it a sports betting based project, but their utility is going to factor around that concept. Whenever the mint happens, and again, like, read the white paper and we'll be getting more details about this as we go along, but over half the mint is going to go into a community fund, and that's going to be used for sports betting. And there's going to be weekly competitions where you can win, you can win ether, you can win tickets, you can win vacations. I mean, it
It's
just seems
pretty.
like
It's vast.
a really cool project. And so, after we get into the announcements, we're going to have some whitelist competitions where we're going to have people. You're going to get a chance to pick some games and pick against the spread. If you just turn into this sports betting prodigy or turn out that you can just really crush it, there are going to be some insane prizes for you. So that's just something that they worked hard on. I was happy to read and catch up on all the details, and I'm extremely happy that they pulled the trigger. But more into that, I am back home in Colorado. Tomorrow I will be back in the captain's seat, and I will be back operating at 100%. These last couple weeks have kind of been, half-assed Jim Halpert. But going forward, I'm locked in, baby.
There we go. Love to hear it. Your voice sounds beautiful. No, Dub, you're beautiful.
Yeah, we also,
I
speaking of sports betting, I just posted a 5-team parlay for tonight for the community. So Pacers -6, Hornets -2.5, under in the Magic game, Brooklyn -11, and the over 222 in the Kings game. So hopefully we can, win some money for the community tonight.
Real question is Rockets over under win total. I mean, do they get 20 wins this year? My God.
I say under 13 wins.
Holy crap. And then
Yeah,
we're not going to get
team.
we're not going to get the lottery gods, and we're going to end up with I don't know, just I don't know. It's going to be bad.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, I know you're a Houston fan, but Jalen Green's got a bright future, just not right now.
No, he's definitely flashed. He's got it.
By the way, I don't know if you guys saw, but someone already got one of their giveaways. I just retweeted it on the account, but they got their Dennis Rodman authentic jersey signed. Cully Kid 15, he posted it. It looks pretty dope.
Yeah, and to that point, I've seen like comments here and there about questioning the giveaways. Guys, every single giveaway has been paid out. Mm-hmm. Every single one.
Yeah, I mean, if you want, I mean, I can list every single tracking number. I mean, everything is being sent out and paid that day. I mean, I literally send screenshots to everyone in their DM all the time, and like 100% people get paid. I don't know who's saying that they don't get paid or that the giveaways are scams, but I mean, up to this point, if I really went down to it since I started this project, minimum total amount of money based on everything, even NFTs, is definitely between 25-30K now. So, if anyone wants to doubt that, that's fine, but we pay here. I don't know who's doing that. I could really care less at this point because I mean, people get paid every day here right away. And yeah, so.
I mean, the giveaways
just
might be too good to be true.
What was that?
So they just might be thinking the giveaways are too good to be true. Like, there's no way they're giving away all this stuff, all this great stuff. But
I've paid. Oh shit! What just launched on Twitter?
We put the tweet up. Ether Gals just launched it.
Oh shit! Okay.
So they're putting their tweet up right now. They've actually just launched their Discord announcement, and that's going on right now.
Wow, she looks pretty dope. What do you guys think of her?
That's honestly one of the best looking pieces I've seen.
She's beautiful. She's question beautiful. Is, I have what stores Randone is rating to get all these items. Okay. So I mean, some of the items are mine. And then I do some sniping on some of the stores. But I have, if you guys really want to know, I mean, I've been paying $50 just in international shipping for some things as well for many of you, because some of you live in Switzerland, Spain, UK, Canada. So, I mean, like, you guys, I'm fucking taking care of you. Not only am I doing these giveaways, I'm paying this extra shit just in shipping, all right? So I don't want to fucking hear it. Straight up. But hey, I will say, yeah, this Ether gal that we did, there's going to be some changes made to the females, and hopefully it'll get a lot of the guys interested.
No, the Ether Gals killed it.
This is a great collab. I like Ether Gals. I know that they they're kind of like us, right? Like as far as following is concerned, but they had a successful launch, and it's just something where helping smaller projects. Like I love that. I think there needs to be more of that. But this is pretty awesome. So hopefully, we can get some recognition for them too. I think they deserve it. Their art is pretty cool, and at the end of the day, it's just this was a partnership that we just wanted to help one another, create some awareness for one another, and this is what we're going to continue to do with other projects as well. There's no limits to what we can and cannot do.
And I hope everyone's been seeing the kind of stair-stepping that we've been doing leading up to our honorary claim and the eventual V2 mint. This is only the beginning, guys. And gals.
Yeah. And make sure, when there's new people, just, congratulate them for coming in and make them feel at home. And, we'll hype things up and, we'll make it fun for them. But, at the end of the day, it's just everyone getting to know each other and just continuing to build the community. But other than that, guys, I think we can go ahead and wrap this up. Obviously, we'll continue to be active. I got to get ready though. I have to head to a dinner. That's why we pushed this up an hour earlier. But I'll launch some giveaways right now before I leave. And but everyone else, have a great night. Appreciate you for joining us. And let's continue to build, grow, hype this up. These next couple weeks, I need you guys more than ever. Like on Twitter, on social media, just fucking push it to the metal. I'm gonna do whatever I can. And let's have some fun, baby. Let's make this work.